So this is my favourite chord. I discovered it for myself when I was playing a power chord, as I'm prone to doing, and I wondered what would happen if I stacked another power chord on top of it, treating the original fifth as a new root note, I think. The reason I like this chord so much, which is kind of down to how I stumbled across it, is because in my mind it could actually be any one of three chords dependent on which one you decide is the root note. If you decide that the deepest pitch is the root note, then the middle note is its fifth and the higher note is a 2, which makes the chord a sus2. If the middle note is the root, then it makes the deeper note its fourth, while the higher note is a fifth, so this chord is an inverted sus4. If the highest note is the root, then the middle pitch is a fourth, whilst the lowest pitch is a -7, so that's a root, 4 and -7. I don't think there's a name for that chord, to be honest. The ambiguity of not really knowing what the root note is, more so than any other more normal chord at least, is what I really like about this. And that's the kind of thing I like to play with in compositions, so changing what note you decide the bass plays or what note to focus on as a lead player. And I don't know if it's just because I was listening to a lot of this band at the time, but it really reminds me of Alice in Chains. I don't know why, just I think of it as the Alice in Chains chord in my head. So I really like to play with the ambiguity of this chord, which is something I did with the bass line in the tune you heard a few moments ago. In the first repeat, the bass guitar plays the deepest pitch of the chord, which is an A followed by a G, and the second time it plays the middle note, which is a D followed by a C. This kind of tricks the listener into thinking we're playing different chords when actually it's just the bass note that's changed. So that is my favourite chord. It's a bit of a stretch to play and you've got to rely on pinky strength a bit, which I know isn't the easiest thing, but I think the coolness and the uniqueness of it kind of makes that worthwhile. So I really like it. I hope you do too. Thanks for watching. Please comment with any questions. Why not tell me your favourite chord? I'd love to hear about it, especially if it's not a real chord, if it's just something you've stumbled across like I did with this one. Do subscribe if you want more guitar related videos every week, every Friday at 4 PM. Hurrah! And like the video if you've enjoyed it, because that actually helps, and it helps it appear higher on YouTube searches and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.